I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champ.
This bout is scheduled.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Open-air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fight.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores with the counter. The courage on display here is incredible. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Here's the bell for round 2. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Jab misses. Good counter punching. Just misses with that uppercut. Perfect counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
I like that round.
On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good punch. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
Great work. I love that.
There's the bell for round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That left hook missed. Those counter punches have to hurt. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter lands. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You had everything in the back.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
He blocks the right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Catch and shoot. Missing with the left uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Leaves a knockout with...
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. That jab misses. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweights, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like too confident now.
And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it.